Yogi Clan, good morning and happy Tuesday to you. So the Orphan Run is now done and in the books. And you have no idea how relieved I am. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I want to do a video dedicated on it. But let me tell you this. What I said last week, so I put out a video last Thursday about new levels, new devils. Talking about when Satan attacks when you're trying to do good work, yada, yada, yada. Well, let me tell you. Right after I recorded that video, little did I know he'd turn up the heat on us. Man, we caught a stomach bug that ripped through our house last week. And pretty much everybody in the household except for one. So I have 6 kids at home, myself and my wife, there are 8 of us. So 7 of us got the stomach bug, and let me tell you, it was not fun. It was about 36-hour type thing, and it cleaned you out. I'll tell you that. It was like a flush. Cleaned you out, both ends. And I was thinking going into the weekend, and you know, the weather, beautiful and sunny every day last week. But yep, sure enough, Saturday, the day we're supposed to do the run, you know, it went from anywhere from 75 to 80% chance is what they were calling for. I'm like, great. It's beautiful every day this week, except for the one day that we're supposed to have a motorcycle ride. Gee, thanks. Appreciate it. But you know what? It turned out awesome. Did not rain. We got the ride in completely dry. And I stayed dry all weekend long, despite being on 2 all weekend long, and it rained on Saturday. I don't know how we stayed dry, but it seemed like every time it was time to get on the bike and go somewhere, it stopped raining. And then when we would park, it would start raining. It was the craziest thing. The craziest thing. And then, okay, you know, it's time. We're kickstands up in 5 minutes, and all of a sudden, boom, it stops raining again. We get to our destination, starts raining. I can't explain it. It just, I really can't. At the end of the day, we raised, right now, numbers are still preliminary. We're not fully done taking in donations. We still have a few donations that are trickling in, and I'm still waiting on the invoice for the t-shirts. But we are sitting right now right around $6,000 raised for Sacred Selections. Is that not, just on a rainy day, or a day that was supposed to be rainy? I mean, I can't tell you how many people. Oh, we're gonna be stuck behind a school bus. I can't tell you how many people from the general public said, "Hey, Yogi, we're coming. I'm bringing a group of people," and then they didn't come. Because of the fear of the weather. And that's okay. That's okay. You know? Because we still accomplished our goal. My goal was $5,000 was what I wanted to raise. A minimum of $5,000. We hit 6. And there's a potential we could get more depending upon how it goes. So, praise the Lord. Thank you, Father. That was awesome. It truly was. And there's more. But wait! There's more. So, the run is over. The police never showed up to escort the run. There's another bone of contention, but we'll talk about that in a future video. But the police, nope, they never showed up. They were supposed to come and escort, and the thing was, you know, we had 3 different conversations about this run with the police, including giving them the route. And I gave them the route, I don't know, sometime back in February, right? So I have not looked at this route since February. And the police didn't come. So now I'm like, okay, well, do we just like go for a ride? You know, I vaguely remember the route in my head, but I didn't, you know, I hadn't like ridden it in a couple weeks to make sure, you know, because usually you ride the ride just to make sure the roads are good and everything's cool and, you know, nothing's closed. And so I hadn't ridden the route in a long time, and I barely remembered it. But you know, we went out, we did it, we ran blockers because we didn't have a police escort. Every bike that went out, 52 bikes that went out, 52 bikes came home. So praise God that everyone was safe. I heard reviews, people say, man, that's one of the best rides I've taken in a long time. You guys did great. And, so yeah, man, it was kind of messed up. It was messed up. It was a messed up weekend, but despite all the messed upness leading up to and during, the actual event itself was, I couldn't ask for better. It was perfect. Could not have asked for better. So thank you all who participated. Thank you all who donated. Thank you all who participated. You have no idea what that means to me and my wife, to all of our sponsors, to all the YouTubers who reached out to me. There was even a fella, David. David, I'm going to call you out, David. Lives in Rhode Island. Sent a picture to me on, reached out to me on email, yogicycleservice@gmail.com, and said, hey, I'm willing to pay for some art. Here's a picture if your daughter can draw this. She did. He made a donation. He was on his way to Florida from Rhode Island and stopped by to pick up his artwork. Now, unfortunately, the canvas I bought for Stella was a little too big for him to fit on his bike, so we're doing what we call the prospect train. I sent the picture up. There were two guys who came down for the Orphan Run from New York from our club, and I packaged the picture and sent it back home with them. So we're going to do the Prospect Express to get that painting from roughly about Syracuse, New York, across the state and over to Rhode Island to hook David up and get it back to him. So today I need to send an email out. So watch your email, David. It's coming. And I thank you for stopping by, and I thank you for your support of the Orphan Run. I am humbled by that subscribers came from all the way from Rhode Island for the Orphan Run. That's awesome, man. That is very humbling. And all you subscribers out there who donated, who sent monies to PayPal, dogwoodcrew@yahoo.com, I really thank you guys. I really thank you for your donations. So I'm trying to take this week to kind of let some of the dust settle, let some of those last minute donations come in, and then probably the first of the next week we will send that money over to Sacred Selections. Heck to the yeah. So after the run is over, we go back to where our church is, to where we're kind of gathered, where all the people from Disciple Christian were gathered together at Ben Avenue Free Will Baptist Church up in Kannapolis. There's a diner right around the corner from it called Park Road Soda Shop, and it's like a, I don't know, like a 50s style. You know, you get your sandwich, you get your burgers, I had a grilled pimento cheese sandwich. It was awesome. So I'm sitting there, I'm eating. We're getting ready to go. People are starting to check out and pay for their meal. There's probably about 30 of us there. And this fella comes over to me and puts a catalog in my hand. He's like, hey, I'm Rick from RickRak. I don't know if you've heard of us, but here's our catalog with all, you know, I invite you guys, you know, look through the catalog, check out our website, blah, 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 blah. I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. And I looked down and I'm like, wait a minute. RickRak. I know this company. This is the company that law-abiding biker is always promoting on his channel. And I look at him like, are you local? I mean, I've lived here in the Concord area for since '98, so that's 23 years now. Now, RickRak has been around for 5 years, and the only way I really knew about RickRak was through the Law-Abiding Biker, a YouTuber. He's a motorcycle police officer, motocop, whatever, I don't know what you call it. But he lives like out, I don't know, Seattle, somewhere, Washington, Oregon, somewhere out that way, right? So I figured if Law-Abiding Biker is promoting RickRak and talking about him and endorsing him on his YouTube channel, RickRak is probably some company out of the West Coast somewhere. So totally did not expect to meet Rick of RickRak in like this little diner in Kannapolis, North Carolina. I'm like, so you're the owner? He's like, yeah, I'm Rick. And he's like, you know, and we came up with this company 5 years ago. So long story short, they were getting ready to ride to Sturgis, 2015, I think it was, he said. And he had a stroke, right? Like in February. And Sturgis is in, what, August? September, August? I guess it's August. I don't know, whatever. And so they went somewhere, and he had his like tea bag, like what I have, I think it was, and had straps on it, and it was strapped down to his motorcycle. Because of his stroke, he had trouble with his hands manipulating the straps to detach. And I guess he said a few choice words and said, we need to figure something out because I can't do these bleepity bleep 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 straps. So they came up with a rack system that mounts to the rack that's already on your tour pack. So RickRak, technically a lot of their products are designed for like road glides, and ultras, and baggers, right? Street glides, baggers. They cater, a lot of their products are to the Harley bagger community. And RickRak was born. And since then, they have partnered with like Zero, Custom Dynamics, and a couple other companies. And they carry a complete line of Harley Davidson accessories, from lights to luggage to racks. I mean, honestly, I can't tell you everything that they do because I haven't fully explored it. GoPro mounts, all kinds of crazy stuff. All kinds of, I mean, so they go around, they have a couple trailers that they go around, you know, they'll set up the tents, and they'll have mechanics on site. So they'll be at like a Sturgis rally, they'll be at Daytona, they'll be at Myrtle Beach. They do the rally tour, the rally scenes, right? And they set up a tent, and they'll install lights, they'll install the racks, they'll install the GoPro mounts, they'll install whatever they sell, they'll put it on your bike at whatever event you're at. But they also sell stuff. They have a site where they sell things on Amazon, and they also have a website. And I said, well, hey man, I didn't know you guys were local. So, you know, Monday I have to, and this is Saturday, I'm talking on Monday, I got to run up to Durham for my job. How about I stop by and see you on the way home? So yesterday, on the way home, I stopped by to see them, because they're legit. Their shop is only like 15 minutes from my house. I would have known. Crazy. So it's spelled RickRak. RickRak is the company's name, and Rick is the founder. And I had no clue that they were 15 minutes from my house. Who the heck would have known that? Apparently I didn't research that. I mean, I'm familiar with that company, but I don't think I ever bought anything from them, and I never researched anything from them. And you know, one of the things I wanted to do is I wanted to get a GoPro mount, because they make GoPro mounts that you can mount. You take one of the bolts of your Batwing off, and you can mount a GoPro mount there. So instead of having this camera here, I can put it up front. You know, I'll probably pull this bolt out on the side. That way I can still reach the camera here to turn it on and off. If I put in my center bolt here, I can't really reach it to turn the camera on and off. So I might put it on this bolt over here. That way I can reach it. So while I was there yesterday, I picked up a GoPro mount so I could put it there. So in a future video coming up, probably Thursday of this week, I'm gonna, you know, we're gonna do that. We're gonna put them out there. We're gonna take it for a ride, and y'all can tell me, what do you like better, this view or that view from there? Or maybe, you know, we'll just add a third camera there. I don't know. Who knows? But they sell also mounts kind of like this one here. You see where it has a clamp that clamps onto the bar, and all of their stuff is all made out of aluminum. And it is all manufactured, I think, actually right over there in Mooresville, North Carolina. Is where I believe he said, well, they have two different people. They have one who's the manufacturer, who might actually be out of Salisbury, North Carolina, and the powder coater is out of Mooresville. I don't know. But my point is they don't buy their stuff from China, import it over to here, and sell it. No, it's made right here in North Carolina, right here in the greater Charlotte area. I'm so excited about that. So excited, because I met a family-owned company here 15 minutes from my house who produces everything in this area here and is giving back to the local community, because he doesn't buy all his stuff from China. They make it here, and then they take all the raw parts and materials that they make. I mean, I saw them yesterday in their shop assembling the tour pack racks. I mean, legit, his son and his son's friend were sitting there at the table assembling the tour pack racks. That to me is cool. So I'm thinking, you know, hey, can I bring my cameras over to your shop and do a video about you guys? I didn't say that to him yet. You know, I'm trying to be, I'm not really a pushy dude, and I don't really want a whole bunch of like free stuff to, you know, and I wasn't going after a whole sponsorship thing. Sure, all those things would be nice. I'm not going to say, you know, I wouldn't like that, but I'm not that forceful. I mean, I want this to be like an organic, just, hey, how can I help you? How can you help me type relationship, you know? Because you're local, you're great people. I mean, they were great. I mean, the guy, I need to go back and look up his name. I'm bad with names. I'll bring that to you in the next video when we do this. I'll talk more about it. But, I mean, he dropped what he was doing and spent probably at least a half hour with me yesterday, showing me around, talking about the company. I mean, you can see their excitement for what they do. And they make really good I mean, all the GoPro mounts and GoPro accessories are all aluminum. They're not the cheap GoPro. Like that right there is a cheap GoPro plastic tripod mount. I can't tell you how many of those I've used in just my short little 2 years of YouTubing career, because those little tabs there, they snap off because you tighten the screw down just a little too much and they break. Not their stuff. It's all aluminum. It actually comes with a little wrench you put on you, because you gotta tighten it down, and it's aluminum. So you use the little wrench, it tightens it down, done. So I'm really excited. I did buy the GoPro mount for that, and it came with this little clamp thing. We'll talk all about that in a future video. I might record that tonight when I get home and see if I can post that up on Thursday. But man, I was so impressed by this shop, and the people were just awesome. And it's 15 minutes from my house. I was so excited about that. You know, I learned Custom Dynamics is not far from here also. I think they may be in Raleigh area, if I'm not mistaken. Greensboro, Raleigh, somewhere that way, which Raleigh's 2 hours. Not far from me at all. And I thought, you know, hey, sometime I like to go see Custom Dynamics, but you know what? RickRak is right around the corner, and they're a Custom Dynamics retailer. Also, Ciro is another company that law-abiding biker is big on, and they have some really, really cool stuff. And you know, one of the things I want is down here on the lowers, they have this light, and it basically goes around the vent on the lowers. But when you look at it from the front, it looks really cool, and it also doubles as a turn signal. So when you turn on your turn signal, it will change from white to orange and flash, and it is really cool looking. I kind of really want one of those at some point in time. I don't know how much they are. Hopefully by the end of the season I can be able to afford that and put that on this bike here. But I was just so very excited. Just such great people. And who knows where that'll go, if it goes anywhere. You know, I'd be happy to help them, because I'm just really encouraged that they support local companies who manufacture all their products. You know, that's pretty huge. So that's my second piece of excitement. First piece was raising $6,000 for Secretary Selections, and the second piece was meeting RickRak. So that's about all I had for you this morning, Yogi Clan. I am getting ready to head to the office and do my work for the day, then go home and go play in the garage some more. So I hope you all have an awesome day and an awesome week, and I will catch you guys soon. Peace. UPS guy. It's like a little Suzuki 500. Nice. A little old school.